Tell us your name and tell us about your project.
Hey there, I'm Hans Geiger. My associates and I performed an experiment in which we launched charged alpha particles into a thin piece of gold foil to determine the effect on the particle and where it would diffract to. We surrounded the foil with zinc sulfate screen in order to see where the particles were deflected to upon coming in contact with the foil.
What were you guys trying to do or find?
My partners and I were testing to see if the current plum pudding model of the atom, composed by Joseph Thomson in 1904, was accurate or not. My mentor Rutherford had recently discovered the alpha particle, and this discovery casted some doubt upon Thomson's model of the atom.
Where did this project occur?
We actually performed the experiment between 1908 and 1913 at the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom.
What other significant events were happening around this time period?
This time period was a time of exploration and innovation worldwide. We had several things going on right in England. Also over in the US, Henry Ford had just released the Model T in 1908, and men from around the world were starting to explore the North Pole. And also World War I was right around the corner, about to begin. Little did we know at the time.
Who else was involved in the project?
Ernest Marsden and I performed the experiments and research for and with our mentor, physicist Rutherford.
What was your role in this project?
As for my part in the experiment, I helped with the setup of the experiment and data collection throughout it. And I also invented a device in 1911 to allow for a more accurate counting of the alpha particles so that we could see them in normal lighting rather than one person having to sit into a room that's dark, adjust their eyes for 30 minutes, and only be able to collect data for 1 minute or so.
What impact did your project have on the physics community?
While our results didn't directly correlate in Thomson's model of the atom being outdated or pushed away, eventually this gave Rutherford some motivation to continue to look into a new model of the atom, and eventually, eventually the results of our experiment led to the creation of the model of the atom that we know of today to be true.
Do you feel as if your work was worth it?
I do feel as like if our working time was worth it, because the results of our experiment gave us more knowledge into the world around us. And in my opinion, knowledge isn't something that you can place a value or dollar amount on. So in short, yes, I feel like our working time was well worth it. Thank you for your questions.